guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashton and I am so glad you are here. I like to do all types of videos that have to do with homemaking, whether it is cooking, cleaning, decorating, or home projects. You name it, that's what I'm here for. Today we are going to be doing 4 easy home projects to really elevate the space in your house. So our house is gonna literally go from being, you know, like new and kind of boring, and then just adding these few elements is really going to make it pop and feel like a home, which I am so excited about. So be sure to stick around for all of those. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already to be a part of this family. And if you are returning, thank you so much for being here. I am so glad to have you. All right, you guys, let's get started. So if you are returning, you have already noticed these pieces we're about to hang up, but we did hang up 3 pieces of art on this huge wall that was so bare, and it makes the biggest difference. I actually had someone comment in one of my first videos I made over a month ago about how I don't have anything on my walls, and it's like they pointed that out and I was like, oh my goodness, I don't have any curtains, I didn't have anything hanging. I guess I always just so focus on like decor pieces, on like the tables and the spaces, like everything is very low level. So we're adding in a lot of things today that's going to bring your eyes up throughout the whole entire house and really bring everything together. So we got these 3 pieces of art from Kirkland's and they were on clearance, so I'm not going to worry about linking them just because that you probably won't be able to find them now, but I would like to change these out based on the holidays, so this is just what we found at a really good price for now. I really do just love the difference this makes by adding this on the wall. It really surprised me, so now I'm kind of addicted to going throughout the whole house and trying to make these changes. And I did point this out in my last video. I do not like how it looks with the fireplace, but the fireplace is about to be a whole other home project, so stay tuned for that. And how cute is Everly with Harley right now? I know I was doing a montage, but I just thought it was so cute that they were playing, so I kept that in there. But now we are moving on to the kitchen. We are going to be adding handles to these cabinet doors, and I am so excited about it. It really changes the whole look. So I really have been looking for forever, or what feels like forever, to find handles that I loved for our kitchen. I went to several different stores, I shopped on Amazon, and randomly the other night, of course, when I was shopping at 11 o'clock at night, I found these beautiful solid black matte antique looking handles, and I just love the difference that they make. Instead of just using those basic like cylinder shaped, just having that little bit of ornate detail on the ends makes such a huge difference. It gives the kitchen sort of like a glam feel, but very, very simple. So luckily our neighbors down the road had this awesome tool on how to do your kitchen handles, so highly recommend. Don't try to hand measure everything yourself. Just get you this little tool. It literally sets it in place so you can decide exactly where the holes need to be, and then it comes with this little pick type thing that you punch a hole so you know exactly where to drill, and it just made this project go by super fast. So obviously I've recruited my husband, as I normally do, for all of these sort of projects, because he just wants to be the one who does like all the drilling and stuff, and I am too afraid I'm gonna mess it up. So I'm more the visual and he's more the mechanic guy to bring it all together. But I'm about to show you how quick this actually goes. So I really just contributed at this point by laying out all the handles and the certain size screws he needed based on whatever door he was working on, because I did get 2 different size handles based on the size. So where we're standing, I know it's kind of hard to see, but we have a small drawer and we have a really wide drawer. So the wider one is using the same length as the doors, and then this one right here is a smaller handle. So we did have to do a new measurement, but really, you guys, it doesn't take long at all. This was probably the hardest part, just trying to make sure it was centered, but it's just because the tool, when we're looking at it, it's like top heavy or whatever, so we had a harder time trusting it, but it was completely on point. So and just like that, our kitchen goes from plain and white to having these absolutely beautiful handles that make such a huge difference. Like, it's not too much, but they are just gorgeous. So I do have these linked down below in my Amazon storefront, so be sure to go check those out if you're at all interested. But I love the feel of them and I love the look. They're just absolutely perfect for the style that we are going for.
You told me more than once to show you my intention. My brain gets blocked.
Alright, so we are heading back into the living room to change the look up even more. This part of the video is actually sponsored by Mamma Mia Covers. They sent me these beautiful slip covers that are white velvet. So they are gorgeous. They sent me one for a 3, 2, and 1 seater, so I have one for every single part of my living room set. And I am just absolutely blown away with the quality of this material. I've always been a little skeptical of slip covers, but these are gorgeous and beautiful and feel absolutely amazingly soft. And the cool thing about this is that you can actually wash these. So I've always wanted to know what it was like to have white furniture, but just couldn't make myself do it since we have a dog and a child and all that. So it's really cool to know I can get the look of white furniture without having to spend hundreds of dollars of buying new furniture just for it to get ruined. So they sent me this cover, and what we're going to do is put it on all the pieces and see how they actually look. But like I said, you can just take these off if something spills on it, and you can throw it in the washer and move on and bring it back out without having to feel like your furniture is ruined. I'm honestly still blown away with the amount of stretch that this cover has. I expected it to be kind of like a bed sheet where it has a slight stretch, but then, you know, you have to really tug to get around those corners. But it fit around every single edge and foot of my couch, like, easily. Like, I did not have to struggle. I didn't have to pull it around. And it even comes with these little pieces that you fold in, so you can tuck the fabric into your cushions and it stays there. So you're gonna see in a minute, like, it looks a little funky right now because it just looks like it's laying over the top, but we're going to shove these little pieces that they sent with it and put it down in the covers and the cushions, and it makes such a huge difference.
I'm done with searching for the truth somewhere else when I just want you.
So I did realize right here that it did raise up, and you can see the bottom of my couch after I stuck those pieces in, but later on I realized after messing with it, it's just because I pulled it so far over the back of the couch to where it didn't have as much on the front. So I fixed it and there was no problem whatsoever, and you'll even see on this one I adjusted it.
I'll be there if you reach out to me.
So not only are these easy to put on, but on their website they provide a quiz for you to take so you can figure out which type of material works best for your living room suite. It goes based off of whether you have pets, the size of furniture, the type of furniture. Like, you can put it over obviously regular sofas like mine, you can do it on the recliner sets, you can do it on L-shaped couches, and they have so many different colors for you to choose from. It's just absolutely phenomenal, different textures, colors, and everything. So if you're interested at all in trying these out yourself, I do have a discount code, Ashton15, and there is a link down below in my description, so go ahead and check that out if you're interested in those. Alright you guys, we are heading into our last project of the video, and that is hanging up curtains in this dining and living room space. I have been trying to convince Dylan to put these up for over a month now, but we finally got to it literally last night. I am editing this super last minute to get it up, but we finally got these curtains up and I am absolutely obsessed with them. Dylan had a little bit of a hard time trying to get the screws in just because they kept falling through, or the mount part kept falling through the drywall for whatever reason on one side, but we did get these hooks off of Amazon and also the curtains. So if you're interested in these two, I will have them linked below in my Amazon storefront, so you can check those out. But these are actually super affordable. I honestly went looking for the cheapest curtains I could find that were linen. I didn't care if they were sheer, so if you're wanting something that's a blackout, these are definitely not it, but they are just beautiful and light and airy, and that's what I wanted for them. So if you like the way these look, I will have them linked down below, but I was super impressed with the quality. They were very thick and very heavy, so I just cannot believe I got them for the price that I did. These curtains do have 3 different ways of hanging, but I am going to use those little strips in the back to give it an accordion fold look, just so it has a beautiful layered effect as it falls all the way down, because these are very tall. They're going to go from the very top of our ceiling all the way down on the floor, so I just wanted to make sure that they had a very natural fold to them. And then that way, like, I did iron, you saw that a second ago, but I could not get out all the creases. I think I really need a steamer to do that. But just having it folded like this, you really can't tell that there's any wrinkles whatsoever. So just a perfect way to have these was that way, and so we're about to hang these up and see what they look like.
Keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind.
As I've already said, I'm absolutely obsessed with the way these turned out. We did here in just a second go ahead and move 2 of the little grommets or little pieces on the other side of the hook, so it didn't look so squished on the outside of the window, but just having that take up that wall space has just made a huge difference. I already felt like this window was big, but now that it takes up all that empty wall, it just looks ginormous, and I love that. So now we're just moving on to our last window over here in the living room, which is much narrower and there's not as much space on the sides for it, so these stay pretty slender, but I think it still ends up looking phenomenal.
Sleeping in the back of a van, roaming in the wilderness. We never need a plan.
Alright you guys, that is gonna be about it for today. We're gonna get these last set of curtains up and then we're calling it good. But please hit that thumbs up button if you made it all the way to the end of this video, because I would love to know. And then please leave a comment down below if there's any home projects that you would like to see. I do have a plan for this fireplace, and we're gonna be redoing Everly's room soon. I have a Halloween decorate for the front porch coming up. But if there's anything that you would like to see, please feel free to leave a comment below, because I would love to know your thoughts. But until then, see ya!